Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Gordon-Rushville Mustang football broadcast. 16 minutes and 20 seconds on the pregame clock before the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs take on the Chase County Longhorns. Forgive my whipping the camera around on you there just a minute ago, trying to train new camera operator, and so hopefully we didn't make you too dizzy there at home. Sorry about that. But 16 minutes on the clock before we get this thing underway. Glad to have you along with us here this evening as we've made the long trip down to Imperial tonight. So hope that you are ready for some football action. We're ready to bring it to you in just under 16 minutes. We'll step aside. We've got loud speakers right up here next to us. We don't want you to have any pop-up ads coming through on your broadcast tonight, so I am going to mute the sound in the meantime until we're ready to go, just because that will make the pop-up show up if we've got copyrighted music coming through on the broadcast. So don't be alarmed. We will turn the sound back off and be ready for football now in just a little bit over 15 minutes. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more pregame action here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net.
To be at the top of your game, you must work hard. Aim high. Unlock your full potential. Be prepared. Give it everything. Strength is driven by passion, and you are powerful beyond imagination. Get to work. Work with the seasons, and never stop going. Job done. Strength is effortless. Keep driving forward. New T7 Heavy Duty. Built-in strengths.
Summer is still here. Make the most of it with this brand new 2017 Ford Mustang convertible at Sides of Milburn Ford in Rushville. This Mustang features the EcoBoost Premium Package with leather interior and My Ford Touch. Come to Sides of Milburn Ford on Highway 20 in Rushville to take a look at this great car. Call Chris or Jared at 308-327-2472 or visit sidesofmilburn.com. Sides of Milburn is proud to sponsor the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs.
Ten and a half minutes left to go in the pregame, and the Mustangs just about ready to come back out on the field. You can see them in the distance coming around the outside edge of the field there. A beautiful facility here in Imperial. As we look across to the north to the school, it looks virtually brand new. The concession area just between us and the high school is brand new. The track in front of us is gorgeous. The field is in beautiful shape. They've got a really nice practice field just to the south. The press box, the bleachers, the whole 9 yards is very, very well done. A lot of pride taken by the Chase County folks here, and they've really done an outstanding job. We do have a battle of a pair of 4-1 teams tonight, tied for first in the district. The winner of this game will be all alone at the top of the district with a 5-1 record, and the loser will be in second place. And these Chase County Longhorns a week ago went down to Ogallala and beat the Ogallala Indians on their home field. And they certainly are feeling very good about that. Maybe the Longhorns have a chance to sneak up on them and pull off a bit of an upset here tonight. You know that they would certainly love to do that. As we take a look at the standings in the district, the Mustangs and Chase County at 4-1 atop the district. Ogallala at 3-2, along with Mitchell also at 3-2. Chadron at 2-3 at the bottom of the district. Of course, the Mustangs will face Ogallala, Chadron, Chase County tonight, and then they finish up the season with a long, long road trip down to Cozad. That is on October 21st, and we will be there to bring that game to you as well. So 3 of the last 4 games for the Mustangs are on the road. Here in Imperial tonight, at Chadron a week from tonight, back home for Ogallala, and then the finale on the road at Cozad. Say thanks to sponsors of today's action. We'll go through those as we work our way through the broadcast here this evening. I want to draw to your attention the Gordon Memorial Hospital Foundation consignment auction. That is tomorrow. That'll be at 10 o'clock a.m. at the Gordon American Legion. And the proceeds from that go to benefiting the Countryside Care Dining Room. As now the Chase County Longhorns get ready to take the field. The tunnel walk, as we know it here in Nebraska, music coming on, and they're getting ready to take the field. The Mustangs in their white tops, gray pants, and gray helmets. Chase County tonight will be in all black with white numbers and the orange stripe down the side of the pants. 7.5 minutes to go. We'll step aside for another word from our sponsors. This is the Modern Farm pregame show. And if you get a chance, stop in and let the good folks at Modern Farm Equipment know that you appreciate their sponsorship of these football broadcasts.
Coach Lenners is assisted.
So just over 5 minutes left to go in the pregame, and I'm sure you can probably hear in the background, we are right up here amongst the speakers. They've got 4 really big and really effective speakers for their public address announcer. We're going to be competing with him all night long. That adds to the atmosphere and adds to everything that we do here. Glad to have you along with us here this evening. They are right now introducing the starting lineups for the Chase County Longhorns. We take a look at some of their key players. Quarterback tonight will be number 18. That's Caleb Wise. He is a junior. Running backs Bryson Fisher and Dakota Wallen. And their wide receiver number 84, Cody Williams. He also does the punting for the Longhorns. As we said, Chase County went down to Ogallala a week ago, came out of there with the win. So tonight we've got 2 teams tied for first at the top of the district at 4-1. A year ago, Chase County came up to Gordon and won by a final score of 20-6. 2 years ago, we were down here in Imperial, and the Mustangs were greeted rather rudely. It was a runaway. Chase County certainly had the upper hand that night. The Mustangs certainly hope to have a better showing here this evening. Playing with some confidence. They have really played well over the last 4 games after dropping the opener to the Valentine Badgers. And now we will pause for the national anthem.
This is a District 8 game.
So as we reset after the national anthem, and well done.
Into tonight's game with 1-0 district records. Chadron, who has not played a district game, is at 0-1 Ogallala tonight.
So Clint Anderson here along with Clay Shields doing the camera work for us here this evening. Clay did the camera work for us a year ago down in Mitchell. He's out with an injury, back to practice again, and hopes to be back on the field soon. But in the meantime, we've got him up here doing double duty, running the camera here for us this evening. And certainly glad to have the help on what's going to be really a pretty good night for football. The wind was blowing hard out of the east right into our face when we first set up, but it at kickoff here has gone down to 5 miles an hour or less. Looks like a gorgeous night for football. The Mustangs will receive the opening kickoff. Chase County won the toss. They deferred to the second half, and so the Mustangs will get the ball on offense first. They'll be moving from right to left across your computer screen. That is from south to north, as we are ready to get this one underway. So Chase County has it lined up. Back deep for the Mustangs should be Nelson and Reeves. It is a low line drive kick. The Mustangs will cover it at the 37-yard line. And that is where they will take over. 12 minutes on the clock, and away we go here from Imperial. A battle of 4-1 teams, Chase County and Gordon-Rushville. So the Mustangs have been very, very good over the last several games. They've looked very impressive over the last 2 weeks especially. They come out in the double wing. Campbell will come in motion. Belsky gives it to Campbell. Works his way up the middle. That'll be good for about a gain of 1 or 2 is all.
He's tackled by Braden Space and Caleb Weiss teaming up.
And so that'll bring up second down and about 8 to go for the Mustangs. Short yardage on first down. That's been one of the hallmarks of the last couple of weeks. The Mustangs have been ahead of the sticks just about every time on first down, getting good yardage. Now they'll give it off to Talon Pieper coming around the left side. He's stacked up at the 40-yard line after a gain of only a yard. It'll bring up third down and 7. So third and long for the Mustangs out of the gate here early.
A gain of maybe 1.
And so we'll see what they have in store on third down. Belsky will come out in the pistol. This is something we haven't seen all season long. 3 wide outs to the right side, 1 to the near side. That's Nelson. Belsky in the pistol. Fakes the throw down the right side, pulls it down, and he's going to be brought down. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Wanted to go off that right side, but wasn't there. And so he pulled it down wisely, and it'll bring up fourth down and 7. Ball on the Mustang 40-yard line.
Longhorns getting a defensive stop on
the Mustangs did not punt a week ago. The first offensive series here tonight. That one is over the head of Morgan Holbert, and that is lucky. There is a flag down. The Mustangs are going to be called for a procedure penalty here, and that is the best 5 yards that they'll gladly give that up, because that saved a huge loss. That snap was 3 feet over the head of Morgan Holbert. And so they'll get another try at it here. So now they'll snap it from the 35-yard line.
For the Longhorns.
So Holbert ready for it this time. That's a much better snap. Gets this one away. Low line drive kick. Lands at the 39. Rolls down inside the 30. And going to be touched dead at the 28-yard line. And that is where Chase County takes over at their own 28. Don't forget to shoot the clock there in between possessions, if you would, Clay. 10:02 left to go in this first quarter. Chase County will have it first and 10 from their own 28-yard line. So see what the Mustang defense has in store. Number 84, Cody Williams, the lone wideout. He goes wide to the left side. 2 backs in the backfield. They give it off to number 20. That is Bryson Fisher, and he carries it ahead for a gain of about 6 yards on first down.
A gain of 5 will bring up.
So Fisher on the carry. As we try to get everybody figured out here. Quarterback is number 18. That's Caleb Wise. He'll go under center this time. Split backs behind him. They give it off again. And that time, no gain on the play for Bryson Fisher. And that'll make it third down and about 4. So good defense that time on second down for the Mustangs.
A gain of 1 will bring up third.
9:08 left to go, first quarter. I realize our scoreboard says we're still in the pregame, but so the split backs offset to the left. They give it up to the fullback this time. The Mustangs are ready. They stack that one up for a gain of only about a yard. It'll be fourth down and 2.
Maybe gain 1 or 2.
Well, call it fourth down and 1. They got a really good spot. Fourth and 1.
Corey Campbell
for the Chase County Longhorns. So see what Chase County does here. They're going to set up in a punt formation on 4th and 1. So the Mustang defense, after giving up the good run on first down, gets tough. And now they're going to try and run the fake. The pass is out there. It is complete. And that will be a first down. Mustangs weren't ready for it. And they move the chains. That'll keep this first drive alive with 8:17 to go in the first quarter.
For the Mustangs, a gain of 11.
So Chase County rolls the dice early on here, and they've got a first down to show for it. 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Fisher and Wallen in the backfield, man in motion. They give it off to Wallen, and he is drugged down after a gain of 10 yards. Somebody reached up and got a paw on his jersey and wouldn't let go. But Wallen gets 10 yards on the play and call it, well, now they're going to have to take a look. It's right at the sticks, and they're going to measure. So a good run on first down that time. Just under 8 minutes to go in this first quarter. They'll bring the sticks across and gives us a chance to remind you that the First National Bank in Gordon proudly celebrates over 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Welcome back to school, Mustangs, and good luck this season. Stop in and ask them about their competitive student checking accounts. So just short of the first down yardage, 2nd down and inches, 7:54 to go in the first quarter. Chase County converted on the fake punt. Now they're into Mustang territory at the 43-yard line. Wallen directly behind Wise. The snap is fumbled, and Wise falls on it. They'll lose about a yard on that play, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
Wise recovering the football.
A little bit of a miscue that time on the center quarterback exchange.
A foot or two.
And now into the game comes number 15. That is Scott Wheeler. Brings the play in from the sideline. So Wise goes under center. Wheeler comes in motion. Turn, the give is to Wallen. He's got the first down, but not by much. Stacked up on the inside, but he's got it by about a half a yard. Well, that should give Chase County a fresh set of downs.
Bryson Fisher on the carry.
7:09 to go now in the first quarter.
Tackled by.
It is a first down. We'll try to fix our scoreboard here.
Defensive players. But the Longhorns do pick up a first down at the 42 of Gordon-Rushville.
So 1st and 10 for Chase County. Ball at the 42. They give the give is to Fisher. And he gets away. 2 tacklers right there in his face. They had him dead to rights for a 1-yard loss, and somehow he got away from both of them. Zane Hamilton, one of those two. But they track him down and bring him down for a gain of only about 2.
Tackled by Sam Hood and Morgan Holbert. A gain of 2.
So that'll make it 2nd down and 8 for Chase County. The ball at the 40-yard line of the Mustangs. Split backs again. Now a roll out to the right side. Wise throws it down there, and that was in a spot where if it was just a little bit lower, Morgan Holbert would have intercepted that thing. Instead, he's able to reach up and tip it out of the open arms of the tight end down there.
So that'll bring up a
good job defensively that time by Morgan Holbert. He stepped right in front of the receiver and tipped the ball away. That'll make it 3rd down and 8. So the Mustang defense not making it easy for Chase County on this opening drive. They've got it on the Mustang 40-yard line. 3rd down and 8. They give it to Fisher coming around the left side. Breaks 1 tackle, but then he's met by a whole herd of Mustangs over there for no gain on the play. It'll be 4th down and 7, and the ball at the 40-yard lines. The Mustang defense is playing pretty well here, and now they've got them 4th and long. So Chase County will go back into punt formation again.
Williams once again back in punt position.
And we'll see if they punt it away this time. They're going to try it again. This time he's going to run with it, and the Mustangs got him. They dropped him behind the line, and the Mustangs will have good field position here. They went to the well once too many times, one too many times,
Tackle made by
and the Mustangs will take over at their own 42-yard line.
So the Mustangs take over.
So now the Mustangs will take over with 5:41 left to go in the first quarter. They'll have it 1st and 10. Holbert, the wing to the right. Campbell, the wing to the left. That's the near side. The turn, the give is to Bragg right straight up the middle, and he'll have about a yard is all. Tough sledding up inside for Tommy Bragg. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
The ball was Dakota Walling on the tackle.
5:20 left to go first quarter.
2nd and 9.
Both teams running the football, and the clock really starting to disappear in this first quarter. Belsky goes under center. Pieper comes in motion. They'll give it to him out of the top of the eye. Able to get past that first line of attack, but it's good for only a gain of 1. So Chase County is doing an outstanding job of stacking up that line of scrimmage and not giving the Mustangs any running lanes. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Mustangs with the ball at their own 44-yard line. They'll go to this pistol set again, 3 wides to the far side. 1 to the near side, that's Nelson. Belsky looks right, throws the pass. It is incomplete. That was Sam Hood, and it was just a little bit over his head. Sam was set up at the 50-yard line. It would have been short of the 1st down, even had he caught it there. So the Mustangs will have to punt for the 2nd possession in a row. This is Morgan Holbert back deep to do the punting. And it looks like that is Fisher, I think, for the Chase County Longhorns. He fields it at the 25, and up the sideline he goes, out of bounds at the 39-yard line. So good field position for Chase County with 4:25 to go in the first quarter. They mark it at the 39-yard line, 4:25 to go. So to this point, it's been a defensive battle.
1st and 10.
The Mustangs thought they had Chase County scouted pretty well. See what they do on the 2nd possession. This is, I think, Fisher, and he's going to be brought down for no gain on the play.
Fisher on the carry.
He lost even a half a yard. That'll make it 2nd down and a long 10. Now they'll call it no gain. Now they've moved it back up. So 2nd down and 10. As the Mustangs were ready for that one. Single wide receiver, that's Williams. Split out wide to the right. That's the near side. Toss play to Fisher. Fisher wants to throw it over the top. Got a man wide open, and he missed him. They had 2 receivers out there. One of those was Wheeler. The other, number 35, we'll get a look at who that is. That's Braden Space. 2 of those guys there, and neither one of them could get a grip on it. It was just over the outstretched arms. Not sure exactly who he was throwing it to, but it falls incomplete, and it brings up 3rd down and 10. The wide receiver on the far side got a clean release and was uncovered, but they couldn't make the connection. So Chase County pulling out all the trick plays in the book in this first quarter. So now they've got it 3rd down and 10 out of the pistol. Rolls to his right, does Wise, pulls it down, he's going to run. And he's going to be brought down across the 45 to the 46-yard line, and that's going to be short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down and 3. Well, Wise had some room there, but he didn't have any blockers. The Mustangs closed quickly, and they shut that down short of the 1st down. And now they've got an uncovered man to the right side. And now Sean Combs will go over to cover him up. So punt formation for Chase County. And the rugby-style kick this time. And that's going to be fielded by Nelson. Makes a man miss. 25, 30, up the sideline, 33, and that's where he's going to be brought down. So a nice return by Jared Nelson that time. And the Mustangs will take over at their own 32-yard line.
38-yard punt. 16-yard return.
So 3:01 left to go in the first quarter. Both teams have had the ball twice, and we've had 4 punts. Shaping up to be a defensive struggle in this first quarter already. So Belsky under center. Swing pass out to the right side to Nelson. Makes the first man miss, and he'll fall forward across the 35 to about the 36. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Mustangs.
Jack Bowerly making the tackle.
So a quick swing pass out to Nelson on the left side is good for about 3.
There to help Bowerly out. That'll bring up the 2nd and 7.
So the Mustangs will line it up from just across their own 35-yard line. Campbell the wing to the near side. Talon Pieper the wing to the far side. They give it off to Campbell coming around the right side. He's got some room to run. Across the 40, makes a man miss. 45, across the 50 and down to the 49-yard line. And that is a first down for the Mustangs, the first one of the night. Corby got out there on the edge and had some room to work with it. And so 1st and 10 Mustangs and into Chase County territory for the first time tonight. The Mustangs have gotten progressively better at using misdirection out of this triple or double wing, and that time they were able to spring Campbell loose. Somebody stepped on Belsky's foot, and it's going to be an incomplete pass, trying to throw that quick little swing pass out to Jared Nelson, but somebody was standing on his foot, and it falls to the ground, incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Eli Hinojosa defending there against Nelson.
1:59 left to go first quarter. Mustangs have it 2nd down and 10 from the 49-yard line of the Longhorns. Belsky gives it off to the fullback. And that's a big loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. So 3rd down and 11 now for the Mustangs. Back into their own territory.
Corey Campbell on the carry. Eli Hinojosa making the tackle.
So a loss of 2. 3rd down and 11. So they go back to this pistol formation. Trips to the near side. Belsky looks right. Now he's going to go left. Now he's going to pull it down. Looking. And he needs to get rid of this thing. And he's finally going to be brought down for a loss of about a yard on the play. Pushed out of bounds. Couldn't get rid of it. Didn't make a bad decision by throwing it to somebody in black, but it will bring up a 4th down and about 12 for the Mustangs. 1:15 to go in the first quarter.
And that'll bring up a 4th down.
So Chase County has done a good job on the coverage of the Mustang receivers tonight. Haven't let Belsky have any good, clean looks down the field. So the Mustangs will set up to punt here. This is Morgan Holbert at his own 35. Gets the kick away. High spiraling kick. Nice kick taken at the 16. He drops it and luckily gets back on top of it. That was Fisher who muffed that punt, but able to fall on top of it. And so Chase County takes over their worst field position of the night. They'll take over inside their own 20 at their 18-yard line.
So the Longhorns have the ball on their
1:07 left to go in the first quarter. So the Mustangs starting to gain in the field position battle here. Wallen directly behind Wise. The turn, the give is to Wallen, the fullback, right straight up the middle, and he's ahead for good yardage. Looks like he'll have 8 or 9 yards on the carry.
Wallin on the carry. He's brought down.
Call it 8. 2nd down and 2. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. So the Mustangs matching up well in this first quarter so far, and that's got to be encouraging for them. The turn, the give to the fullback again. No, that's Fisher on the carry coming around the left side, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Good fake that time up in the middle, but Fisher takes it around the left end and across the 30-yard line to the 31 for a fresh set of downs for Chase County. 25 seconds to go in the first quarter.
And that will be a Longhorn first down.
So 1st and 10 Longhorns from the 31. You give it off to Fisher. They hit him in the backfield. Spins away from one tackler, but brought down for no gain on the play. As that's Sam Hood and Corby Campbell in on the play, and now we've got a Mustang down on the field.
And that will end the first quarter of play. No score.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter, tied at 0.
Summer is still here. Make the most of it with this brand new 2017 Ford Mustang convertible at Sides of Milburn Ford in Rushville. This Mustang features the EcoBoost Premium Package with leather interior and My Ford Touch. Come to Sides of Milburn Ford on Highway 20 in Rushville to take a look at this great car. Call Chris or Jared at 308-327-2472 or visit sidesofmilburn.com. Sides of Milburn is proud to sponsor the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs.
So ready to start the second quarter. It was Brock Blackcalf who was down on that play, but he was able to walk off the field under his own. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Chase County with the ball at their own 31-yard line. Mustang defense has given up a few yards, not many, to this point. They've forced 2 punts already from Chase County. Toss play to the left side. Mustangs are there, and that is brought down for a loss on the play. And that's Trace Bagan on the tackle. As we got just enough wind to blow my papers around up here and make it hard to handle just a little bit. So a nice play by Trace Bagan that time.
3rd and 10.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Chase County comes out in a big set here. Tight wing to the left. They give it off. No, bootleg. And nice hit that time by Morgan Holbert on the receiver. Knocked him down short of the first down. That was Braden Space on the catch. And Morgan Holbert came up and introduced himself, knocked him back a couple of yards. It'll bring up 4th down and 3. So a good hit by Holbert that time. So Reeves and Nelson back deep in the double safety for the Mustangs. Chase County, they roll out, and now the rugby-style punt down the field. And that is fielded by Reeves. Can't quite get away from that first tackler. Had he been able to slip that tackle, he had room to run, but a good sure tackle that time, and the Mustangs take over at their own 28.
Brandon Reeves. Caleb Weiss making the tackle.
So 10 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and the Mustangs take over again. The defensive battle continues. Clint Anderson along with Clay Shields running the camera for us this evening. Mustangs have it 1st and 10. Holbert, the wing to the near side. Belsky turns. They give it off to Campbell, and he's going to have short yardage around the right side.
Bryson Fisher on the tackle.
They may have lost about a half a yard that time.
On the play will bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10. 10:15 to go, second quarter. So Chase County has had an answer for just about everything the Mustangs have tried to do offensively. The good thing is that the Mustang defense is playing almost equally as well on the other side of the football. Under 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Pieper comes in motion to the top of the eye. Bootleg. Belsky eludes one tackler, throws it out there. That is complete to Jared Nelson. He's at about the 40-yard line, and that should be enough for a first down. That was great work that time by Belsky, as he had a man right in his grill, was able to make him miss, and had the presence of mind to keep looking down the field. He found Jared Nelson at the 40, and that's a Mustang first down. Nice play for the Mustangs. Chase County daring the Mustangs to throw it, and they were able to get it done that time on 2nd down and 10. So fresh set of downs, ball just inside the Mustang 40-yard line. 9:35 to go, second quarter. Holbert to the right, Campbell to the left. Bragg is the fullback. And it's straight ahead for Belsky, and he'll have about 3 yards on the quarterback keeper.
Quarterback keeping the football, Eli Hinojosa
Straight ahead that time. And the Mustangs trying to do anything to get a few yards against this very stingy Chase County defense. Talon Pieper brings the play in from the sideline. And we've got a timeout called by Chase County. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the second quarter. We are tied at 0. Did you know that Strong Insurance is your independent insurance agency? They represent a variety of insurance companies, and they sell the products that most appropriately meet the needs of their clients. As an independent agent, they review many quotes, and they offer their clients the best policy options available. They don't work for any one insurance company. They work for you at Strong Insurance in downtown Gordon. Fall is officially here, and there's a whole lot to be done around your home and yard. Gordon True Value has everything you need to get your home and your yard ready for fall and winter. Come and see Buck and the gang at 217 North Main Street in Gordon, and they are open 7 days a week. And Hins Home Furnishings invites you to come and see their completely remodeled store. New items are arriving daily. They have a full line of appliances, sofas, recliners, mattresses, and much more. And if you don't see exactly what you're looking for, they can get it for you. They also offer free local delivery. Remember, every dollar you spend locally keeps money in our community. Hins Home Furnishings in downtown Gordon. 9 minutes, 10 seconds left to go second quarter. Mustangs have it 2nd down and 7. Ball at their own 43-yard line. Belsky gives it off to Pieper coming around the left side. Slowed up, no gain on the play that time.
Talon Pieper on the carry, Jack Barley making.
So it'll bring up 3rd down. They gave him about a yard on that. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Mustangs. They advance the ball to the 44 on the play. So 3rd and 6 for the Mustangs. They've got 1 first down on this drive. And in this game, that's saying something. So they go back to this trip set to the right. Holbert in the slot. Campbell just out beyond him. They fumble the snap. Belsky is going to be sacked. He tried to throw that one away, but he was down. Huge loss on the play that time, as Chase County was all over that. Big loss on the play, all the way back inside the 30. And the chain gang got confused. They thought it had been a change of possession, and they came running down the field. Now the officials are going to have to reset.
This is just.
They're going to have to go back and figure out where that first down marker really should be. They'll get this sorted out with 8 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the first half. Mustangs will have it 4th down and a whole bunch.
16-yard loss on that play. We'll bring up 4th.
And so the Mustangs will have to punt it away. And Chase County looks to get good field position out of this. Morgan Holbert back deep to punt it away. Takes the snap, puts his foot into it, and that's another good high spiraling kick. Morgan really kicking the ball well tonight. Inside the 30, it'll roll dead at about the 27-yard line. No return. So Morgan is really kicking the ball very effectively this evening, and it's a good thing for the Mustangs. Another punt for the Mustangs. Chase County takes over with 7 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Chase County on their own we'll call it the 28-yard line. So both defenses looking very, very good this evening. Chase County goes with the big set, no wide receivers this time. Wise takes the snap, gives it to the fullback. That's Wallen. He'll power ahead for about 5 or 6 yards on first down. And it'll bring up second down, call it second down and 3. Moves it out to the 35-yard line. Second and 3 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. So glad to have everybody along with us here this evening. Now man in motion to the near side. They give it off to the fullback again. He'll fall forward close to first down yardage. And that's, can't tell if that's Fisher or Wallen on the carry that time. It's straight ahead. It is Wallen again. Officials are going to look this over. It's very close to the first down. And they're going to bring the chains across and measure it. Accountant Carol Child is your one-stop resource for all your accounting and tax needs and much more. Give her a call at 282-0842 or stop by the office at 216 South Main Street in Gordon. Remember, it pays to have an accountant on your side. Go Mustangs! So just barely enough to move the chains, so a first and 10 for Chase County. Ball at their own 38-yard line. 7:04 to go in the second quarter. Scoreless game, defensive battle here between Chase County and Gordon-Rushville. They give it off to Fisher coming around the right side. He's able to make a man miss. Flag comes down, and he is off to the races inside the 25, inside the 20, tracked down by Sean Combs. But a huge asterisk. There's a flag down back at the line of scrimmage, and that may be a holding call, and if it is, that is going to bring back a huge gain on the play. It is holding, and it is on Chase County, and so that big gainer goes for naught. Instead of having it inside the 10, that'll back him up, and it'll be first down and about 20. So that's a huge penalty. It's been a very cleanly well-played game to this point. Only one penalty for each team. The Mustangs had a false start, which was extremely lucky for them. It saved a lot of field possession on the punt that was snapped over Holbert's head. This one's going to cost Chase County 10 yards. Well, it'll cost them 9. They'll have it now at their own 29-yard line.
Hold occurring at the 39-yard line.
So we'll just call it first down and 20 for the sake of doing the math. 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the half. First and 20 for Chase County. They're back to this big set. No wideouts in this formation. Wheeler comes in motion. The quarterback comes out of there on a quarterback keeper. The Mustangs are ready, and they'll bring him down for no gain.
On the carry.
Defensive end on this near side collapsed that, got into the backfield and disrupted that play from the very beginning. They'll give them about a half a yard on the play. It'll be second down and 19. 6:04 to go, second quarter. Glad to have you along with us here this evening from Imperial. Whole bunch of folks online watching with us tonight. Glad to have you along. We've got a great game for you here. This is an awful lot of fun. Terrific venue here, great facilities here in Imperial. Pass is down the middle and complete right down the seam, as I think that is Space. That is Braden Space on the catch, and that is a big gainer. Just ran right straight up the seam. The Mustangs didn't cover him, and he is down at the Mustang 25-yard line. And that is the first big play of the night for either team. So Chase County in business at the 25-yard line with 5:39 to go in the second quarter. Good play call that time for Chase County. Mustangs really keying on that run. So Wallen directly behind Wise in the backfield. Wheeler comes in motion. They give it to Wheeler coming around the right side. Tries to cut it up inside. Nothing there. He'll lose a half a yard on the play. The Mustangs shut that one down. It'll be second down and 11.
By Holbert. A loss of 1. Will bring up second and 11.
So second and 11, ball back at the 26. So after that opening night loss to Valentine, the Mustangs have rattled off 4 straight wins. And they certainly look like a whole different team than they did against Valentine. This time the give is to Fisher coming around the right side. Mustangs are ready for that. That'll be a gain of 1 is all, as that's Zane Hamilton cutting through and bringing down Fisher for the short gain on the play. It'll be third down and 10. Under 4.5 to go in the second quarter. So third and long. Wheeler will bring the play in for the Longhorns from the sideline. They'll break the huddle. Now that one wide out, wide to the right side. Bootleg to the left. Wise has a man in his face and he overthrew everybody. He pretty much just threw that one away as Corby Campbell had come in from his defensive end spot and was right in Wise's face. And they throw it away. It's fourth down and 10, but Chase County probably going to go for it here on 4th and 10 from the 26-yard line. 25 is where they mark it. 3:57 to go in the second quarter. Fourth down and 10. Mustang defense needs to get tough here.
From the Gordon-Rushville 25.
So now 2 wide receivers, 3 wide receivers. One of those is Wallen, the fullback, out to the right side. Pistol set. Fisher behind Wise, and we've got a whistle and a timeout called by the Mustangs. The Mustangs want to make sure they are prepared for this. This is a big play with 3:57 to go in the second quarter. Mustangs want to talk this one over. The certified public accounting firm of Gardner, Lautzenheiser, and Ryan wishes good luck to the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Stop in and see Sarah Ritgarn in the Gordon office. You can find her at 106 North Main Street, or you can call 282-1295 for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Go Mustangs! And are you looking for a home in the area? Barb Share has a great 4-bedroom, 2-bath home on a big lot in Gordon with a great garage and privacy-fenced backyard. It's located at 229 North Sheridan Street, and it can be yours for only $95,000. Give Barb a call at 282-1516, and she will take great care of you. And I can attest to that personally. Browse her listings at sharerealestate.com. Share is S-C-H-A-E-R, realestate.com. So out of the pistol, 2 wides to the right side, 1 to the near side. Wise rolls to his right, throws the pass down there, and it is incomplete. It was a low pass. Space tried to scoop it off the turf, but they're going to say that it bounced, and the Mustangs will take over on downs. The Mustangs will have it at their own 25-yard line with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Clay's doing a great job of taking that hint on the time left in the quarter. The coaches like to have for their reference, they like to see the clock at the change of possession to help them out as they're going through film. So now the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10, 3:51 to go in the half. Campbell comes in motion. Toss play to Campbell, coming the right side. 25-30, makes a man miss across the 35, and should be good for a first down as they spot it across the 35. And they'll take a look at this. It is a first down. First down Mustangs. One of the better offensive plays of the night for Gordon-Rushville. 3:42 to go in the second quarter. The Mustangs were able to stand tall on defense and keep Chase County out of the end zone. See if they can try and get some points on the board before the half here. 3.5 to go, second quarter. Belsky under center, turns, gives it to Pieper left side. Cuts it up, and he'll have a gain of about 4 yards on the play, up to the 40-yard line. Second down and 6 for the Mustangs.
Cody Williams making the stop on Pieper. A gain of 4.
Well, this Mustang offensive line has really developed over the last few weeks. A week ago against Mitchell, they were terribly outsized, and they really pushed the Tigers up and down the field. It was an impressive thing to watch. Now they've got it 2nd down and 6 from the 40-yard line. Campbell comes in motion. They give it off to the fullback, right straight up the middle, and he'll have a 1st down. And that's Tommy Bragg on the carry. And he's got a 1st down for the Mustangs, as they'll have it at their own 47-yard line. So the Mustangs with a drive here. They've got 2 1st downs on the drive. I think that's the first time they've had 2 on a drive yet this evening. So maybe they've started to figure something out with some adjustments as we work our way under 2 minutes and 30 seconds in this 2nd quarter. I formation for the Mustangs this time. Campbell in motion. The give is to the I back, and that is Pieper, and there is nothing there for him at all. Stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10. And if nothing else, the Mustangs are going to try and bleed this clock down and not let Chase County have another crack at offense before the end of the half. Scoreless tie, under 2 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Mustangs have it 2nd down and 9. Holbert to the near side wing. They give it to him around the left side, and he is tripped up after we'll call it a loss of about a half a yard, and Chase County is going to call their 2nd timeout and try to preserve some of this clock. It'll be 3rd down and 10 when we come out of the timeout. 1:48 left to go in the 2nd quarter.
No gain, maybe a loss of
because quality of life means everything. Gordon Chiropractic is dedicated to your wellness. They offer solutions for all aspects of your health, including acupuncture and nutrition, as well as professional chiropractic care and soft tissue rehabilitation for sports and job-related injuries. Come see how Dr. John Friesman can help you live a better, healthier life starting today. 1:48 left to go in the 2nd quarter. The Mustang volleyball team is, if they're not in Deadwood already, they're on their way. They're playing in the tournament up in Deadwood, South Dakota this weekend. We certainly hope they're on board and keeping track with us this evening. My volleyball camera person / commentator Berkeley Haig not with us this evening. She had wondered if we were broadcasting tonight, so I assume that she is tuned in. We'll see if we can't get the Twitter feed going as we work through halftime. Mustangs out of the pistol set on 3rd down and 10. Swing play to the right side to Nelson, and he drops it. And they're going to say that's a completed pass. They're going to say that he caught the football and then fumbled it. Chase County is going to have a huge gift here. They've got it with 1:40 to go, and they'll have it in Mustang territory. So Chase County has it 1st and 10 at the Mustang 42-yard line. 1:40 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Hinojosa making the original recovery.
So the Mustang defense ready to answer the bell again.
The Longhorns do have the ball.
So the first turnover of the game comes at an inopportune time. Split backs out of the pistol. Wise gives it off to Fisher. Mustangs are ready for that. He'll gain about 2 on the play as all. He'll have it at the 40-yard line. Clock under a minute and a half. Chase County with just 1 timeout left in this first half. 2nd down and 8 from the Mustang 40. They'll work out of that same set. 1 wide receiver to each side, split backs behind Wise. They give it off to Wallen, spin move, and pushes his way forward, breaking through tackles. He's down to the 35-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 2. And a timeout called. Chase County calls their final timeout with 1:06 left to go in the half. They'll have it 3rd down and 2 with the ball at the Mustang 35-yard line. So Chase County out of timeouts, and they've got it 3rd and 2. Come bank with the best. The Bank of the West offers all banking services, including mortgages. Come enjoy their welcoming atmosphere. The coffee pot is always on at the Bank of the West, 205 North Main Street in Gordon. And come see the professional staff at Gordon Vision for all of your vision needs. Whether you just need a routine checkup or you're not seeing as well as you used to, they can get you back to 20/20 in no time at all at the Gordon Vision Center in downtown Gordon. And check out the great selection of sale items now at Hins Clothing in Gordon. They also have a great selection of sportswear, casual wear, jeans, and much more. Come to Hins Clothing Center at 208 North Main Street in Gordon. 3rd down and 2, big play here. Ball at the Mustang 35, 1:06 to go, second quarter. Split backs for Chase County. Toss play, it's a reverse. Wide receiver coming around to the right side. Mustangs are there, but he breaks the tackle and they'll have a first down. He'll be down to the 25-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 57 seconds left to go in the half. Chase County is out of timeouts, but they got 57 seconds, and the ball at the 25-yard line of the Mustangs. So the reverse works like it's supposed to. And Chase County ready to go to work quickly here. Wise in the pistol, calls for the snap, gives it to the fullback straight ahead, and that's Wallen down to the 20-yard line. The clock runs 45 seconds. They've got it 2nd down and 5 from the 20-yard line.
Longhorns in the hurry up.
Same setup. They give us to Wallen again. Mustangs are ready for it that time. Gain of about 2. It'll bring up 3rd down, and I'll call it 3rd down and 2, but the clock runs 27 seconds. Chase County in danger of running out of time here, and they'll spike the ball, and that'll make it 4th down. So 4th down and 2 with 22 seconds left to go in the half.
Ball spiked to stop the clock.
So 4th down with 22 seconds, and we'll see what Chase County decides to do. Trying to get the play, and I think they're going to go for a field goal here. They bring the kicking tee in, and they'll kick it from the 25. This will be a 35-yard attempt. 35-yard attempt. The kick is away, and it is off the left upright. No good. No good with 17 seconds left to go. It had all kinds of distance. It was a line drive kick, but he missed it just to the left. It bounced off the left upright. And so the Mustangs dodge a bullet there. They gave up the turnover in their own territory, but the defense is able to stand tall and keep Chase County off the board. 17 seconds to go in the half, and the Mustangs probably just going to take a knee here and go to the locker room. They will. That'll be the last play of the first half. And the Mustangs, that's got to be a big confidence boost to come in here and play the Chase County Longhorns to a draw on their own field in the first half. They'll head to the locker room, sort it out, make some adjustments, and be back for the second half. At the half, Mustangs 0 and Longhorns 0 here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net.
Testing.
At the half, scoreless tie, Mustangs and Longhorns 0-0 in a defensive struggle. What an outstanding game. We had certainly hoped this was going to be a good game, and it has been everything we bargained for and more. Some unofficial halftime statistics for Chase County. They've rushed for 71 yards. They've passed for 62 for a total of 133 yards. They've got 6 first downs. For the Mustangs, they've rushed for 27. They've passed for 15. That's a total of 42 yards and 4 first downs. So the Mustangs being out-yarded about 3-1. But the score on the scoreboard is what matters, tied at 0. We've got about 15 minutes left before the start of the second half.
We're going to take some time this evening to recognize some of our local youth that competed in the JC's Punt Pass.
Stop into Grocery Mart at 228 North Main Street in Gordon for great food and more, and a friendly hometown atmosphere. On sale until October 3rd, select Cowbell ice cream, 2 for $5. VIP bacon is $2.99. Sure Fine large eggs are 99 cents a dozen, and they got a whole lot more besides that. See it all in this week's flyer in the Sheridan County Journal-Star. Grocery Mart is your hometown-owned grocery store. And Essence in downtown Gordon has the perfect thing for your active Mustang, and that is the Mustang Power Pack. Stop in or call to find out more. Essence also offers wine, flowers, gift items, and much more. Stop in and find Amber today or tomorrow at 117 North Main Street in Gordon. And Sides and Milburn Ford. Oh, I got to get my pictures up here. Sides and, well, let's do this.
Super shooters in the winter and pitch, hit, and run in the summer. We would also like to thank
this is the Sides and Milburn halftime report. Don't want to forget that. Halftime report brought to you by Sides and Milburn Ford.
Adams Lumber Company, First Bank and Trust Company.
We'll make all these fancy things do what we want them to do here.
Anderson Fencing and the Imperial JCs.
Sides and Milburn Ford has a 2016 F-150 Super Cab. It's got a Lariat package. It's 4-wheel drive. It's got a 5-liter V8. We got another picture or two of it here. This thing is awesome. It's got a voice-activated navigation system, leather seats, and remote start. And wintertime's coming up. That is really handy.
Third place, Riley Rusher.
The MSRP on this beautiful pickup is $50,045, but the Mustang price is $46,648, and when you add $3,000 worth of rebates to it, that gets this truck down to $43,000 and change. You can stop in today and see it at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. Stop in and check it out. See Chris and Jared today at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
Our young men in the age 6 and 7 division.
And again,
Second place.
I want to draw your attention to the Gordon Memorial Hospital Foundation consignment auction. That's tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and that's at the Gordon American Legion. Proceeds are going to the Countryside Care Dining Room. So stop out to the Legion tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock for the consignment auction for the Gordon Hospital Foundation, benefiting the Countryside Care Dining Room. So let's get our Twitter feed back up there. I know we've got a whole bunch of folks online with us this evening. And got a tweet from Coach Campbell saying that they're watching the game while on their pit stop headed to Deadwood. Good luck this weekend to the volleyball team up there in Deadwood. We'll have a couple of volleyball games this next week. Monday night, the Mustangs travel to Hay Springs, and they'll take on the Hay Springs Hawks. We'll have that game for you Monday night here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. And then I got to check my schedule. I think the Mustangs also play Thursday night as well. Take a look here. Oh, yes, volleyball at Bennett County. The Mustangs, after they travel to Hay Springs on Monday. They're at Bennett County on Thursday. We will, of course, have that game for you as well. So tune in on Monday and Thursday for volleyball. The Mustangs take on the Hay Springs Hawks and the Bennett County Lady Warriors. And then next Friday night, another good football game. The Mustangs on the road. They travel to Chadron next Friday night. A rivalry game with the Chadron Cardinals. And we'll have that for you as well. So we've got a good one here. 10 minutes left in the halftime break. We are tied at 0 from Chase County. We'll step aside and be back in just a bit here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net.
Since the early 1900s, the theater has been a cornerstone of our community. Over the years, the movies have come and gone due to fires and other unfortunate events. Now, we have a chance to do what others have done before us and rebuild. With your help, we can once again have a theater right here in beautiful Gordon, Nebraska. Give our community a safe place of entertainment, help attract new doctors, teachers, and businesses, and help support the ones we already have. Donations can be sent to Bank of the West, 205 North Main Street, Gordon, Nebraska. Let's bring the movies back. Summer is still here. Make the most of it with this brand new 2017 Ford Mustang convertible at Sides of Milburn Ford in Rushville. This Mustang features the EcoBoost Premium Package with leather interior and My Ford Touch. Come to Sides of Milburn Ford on Highway 20 in Rushville to take a look at this great car. Call Chris or Jared at 308-327-2472 or visit sidesofmilburn.com. Sides of Milburn is proud to sponsor the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs.
So about 6 minutes left in the halftime break. Neither team out of the locker room from halftime. We are tied at 0. Just as I say that, the Mustangs are heading out from their locker room as we speak. So the coaches, I think, have got to be fairly pleased, especially with their defensive effort. They knew this was going to be a tough game coming into it tonight. Chase County is a quality outfit. 4-1. Both teams come in with identical 4-1 records. Chase County went on the road a week ago and beat an outstanding Ogallala team on the road. So the Mustangs knew they were going to have their work cut out for them this evening. But to be tied at halftime, I think they've got to be extremely pleased. We'll take another quick look at those unofficial halftime statistics. Chase County, 71 rushing, 62 passing for a total of 133, 6 first downs. Mustangs, 27 rushing, 15 passing for a total of just 42 and 4 first downs. So the first downs a lot more even than what the yardage would indicate. But a couple of big penalties that really did change the game. The first was the illegal procedure penalty on Mustang's first punt. It was a very fortunate penalty because the snap sailed well over the head of Morgan Holbert, and the Mustangs would have set the Chase County Longhorns up in point-blank range, but instead they got the do-over on the procedure penalty and kicked it away, and the game of punting ensued. The second big penalty was on a long run by Chase County, but it was called back on a holding penalty and helped preserve the 0-0 tie that we have at the moment. Mustangs back out onto the field. Got about 4 minutes left to go before the start of the third quarter. Chase County will get the football to start the second half. They won the toss and deferred their choice to the second half, so they will receive. Mustangs will be on defense. It's been an outstanding game defensively. The Mustangs are going to have to find a way to move the football in the second half. See if they can get some turnovers on defense, anything they can do to get that football down the field and get some field position. So as we said earlier, Gordon-Rushville and Chase County both at 4-1, tied for the lead in the district. Ogallala and Mitchell both at 3-2. Of course, the Mustangs defeated Mitchell a week ago, and then Chadron at 2-3.
8-6 after one quarter. Gothenburg leading Broken Bow 30-7 at the half.
And so
Kearney Catholic
got some score updates from the public address announcer. If any of those are really applicable, we'll pass those along to you.
10-8 at the half. No score yet on Chadron at Ogallala.
So Chadron's at Ogallala this evening, but that's the one that they don't have a score update on, which would be very interesting to all of us, but no score update on Chadron at Ogallala this evening. So let's take just a minute to, since this is the Sides and Milburn halftime report, let's take just a minute to tell you about this outstanding truck that they've got on the lot. We get everything fired up and going here. These pictures hot off the press, Bubba sent them to me just this afternoon. 2016 F-150 Super Cab Lariat package, and it is a 4-wheel drive. It's got a 5-liter V8 and voice-activated navigation. It's got leather seats and it's got remote start as well. This is a traveling rig for sure. The MSRP on this is over $50,000, but the Mustang price is $46,648, and tack onto that a $3,000 rebate. Makes this truck $43,648. You can drive it home tomorrow. Stop down and see Chris or Jared at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. Great supporters, longtime supporters from the very beginning of Mustang sports here on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net.
17-8 in the third quarter.
Well, glad to have you along. We're just about a minute away from the start of the second half. We can only hope it's as entertaining as the first half was. We've got a defensive battle on our hands, tied at 0 as we get ready to start the second half. The breeze, which had died down at game time, has picked up just a little bit. It's still probably 10 miles an hour or less, blowing right into our face. And so it is a crosswind for both teams. And the temperature's starting to cool off just a little bit into the lower 60s as we get ready to start this second half. So the Mustangs opened up the season with the loss to Valentine, and the question at that time, after the second week, the Mustangs went down and looked very good the next week against Kimball. The question was, well, is Valentine that good or was Kimball that bad? And I think the Mustangs at this point have answered that question, that that Valentine really is that good. The Mustangs have looked outstanding over the last 4 weeks and have turned in dominant performances over the last 2 weeks. They shut out Bennett County, and then they held Mitchell to 14 points. Their defense has been playing extremely well over this last month. The offense has gotten better all the time as they have gone through this season. Mustangs at 4-1. They've got a 4-game winning streak on their hands, and they're ready to kick it off to start this second half. The Mustangs love to go with the onside kick. Morgan Holbert tees it up at the 40-yard line and ready to get this one underway. So tied at 0, ready to start the second half. It is a onside kick, and that's taken by Chase County. They'll have outstanding field position to start the second half. They'll have it at their own 47.
So the Longhorns start the third quarter with excellent field position.
So the 47-yard line is where Chase County will start this second half. And they are ready to go to work on offense. They had some success with this big, tight set. They go back to that, split backs in the backfield. The turn, the give is to Wallen straight ahead, and he'll have about 7 yards straight up the middle. So that's been just about their best play consistently, is to run that fullback straight ahead.
The tackle made by
They'll give him 7 yards on the play, so second down and 3. And now that breeze starting to work just a little bit and starting to cool off just a bit up here on top of the press box. Now an offset eye this time. Wise gives it to Fisher. Powers ahead. He's got the first down, breaks free, and he'll have the first down inside the 30-yard line. So a good run that time by Fisher. Broke several tackles, almost kept his feet, but the Mustangs are able to bring him down at the 29-yard line. And so Chase County's got something going on their first drive of the second half. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30-yard line of the Mustangs. They give it to the fullback. That's Wallen straight ahead. He's down to the 25. That's a gain of about 4.
Tackled by Sam Hood.
So under 11 minutes to go in this third quarter, just underway in the second half. We're going to put the winter coat on as that breeze has got a little bit of a bite to it up here. So second down and 6 for Chase County. Split backs. The give is to Wallen straight ahead again, and he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 1. So Chase County running between the tackles and doing it effectively on this first drive of the second half.
Going
to straight up power football. So 3rd and 1.
Ball now just outside the 20-yard line.
Now the Mustang defense has answered the bell each time before. See if they can do it again here. They give it to Wallen. He's got the first down to around the 15. Under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. And that moves the chains in a fresh set of downs, and this will be the deepest penetration by either team in the game to this point. 1st and 10 from the 16.
We've got a first down.
return. The give is to Fisher this time, and the Mustangs stack him up for no gain.
On that first down
Tried to
carry.
follow the fullback Wallen, but the Mustangs were ready. It'll bring up second down and 10. Ball at the 15-yard line. 9:30 to go in the third quarter. Again,
Second and 10.
like to wish good luck to the Mustang volleyball team up in Deadwood this weekend. Tune in and watch them take on the Haysprings Hawks on Monday night, and then again on Thursday as they travel to Bennett County. 9:05 to go, third quarter. Second down and 10. Wise enters center. They give it to Wallen, the fullback, spins ahead for a couple. Short gain that time. They may give him about 3. It'll bring up third down and 7.
Made by Damian Holman.
So Wheeler brings the play in for the Chase County Longhorns on third down and 7. Ball at the 13-yard line of the Mustangs.
We'll bring up third down and 6.
And timeout is going to be called by Chase County.
Timeout.
Had a hard time deciding what to call that time. 8.5 minutes left to go in the second half, or third quarter. 8:30 to go, third quarter. Scoreless tie. Chase County will have it third down and 7. And don't forget about all of our outstanding sponsors. The First National Bank of Gordon, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Hins Home Furnishings, Accountant Carol Child, Gardner, Lautzenheiser, and Ryan, Share Real Estate, Gordon Chiropractic, the Bank of the West, the Gordon Vision Center, Hins Clothing, Grocery Mart, Essence, Sides and Milburn Ford, Modern Farm Equipment, and of course, the Sheridan County Journal-Star, your source for all the news that is news in Sheridan County. Glad to have you along with us here this evening. 8.5 to go, third quarter, third down and 7. Ball at the Mustang 13-yard line. Split backs behind Wise, one wide out, wide to the left. Bootleg to the left side, lots of room to run for Wise, and he is going to get in for the touchdown. Great play call that time by Chase County as they caught the Mustangs unaware. Lots of room for Wise to run on the naked bootleg, and he takes it in from 13 yards out, makes the score 6-0.
A 13-yard run for the touchdown. That was an 8-play, 53 yards touchdown.
So they will set up for the extra point with 8:22 left to go in the third quarter. The kick is up, and it is good.
Take a 7-0 lead.
So the first points on the board come on the first drive of the second half by Chase County, as they did it with all power runs right straight up the middle until the 13-yard touchdown run around the left end on the naked bootleg. And that makes the score 7-0 with 8:22 left to go in the third quarter. Again, don't forget the Gordon Memorial Hospital Foundation consignment auction tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock at the Gordon American Legion. Proceeds benefit the Countryside Care Dining Room. So the Mustangs will see if they can answer here. Chase County on the board. They lead it 7-0. A very effective drive coming out of the half.
Brandon Reeves and Jared Nelson deep for the Mustangs.
So Chase County gets ready to kick it off from their own 40. They kicked a little squibber the last time on the opening kickoff of the game. This time they'll do it again, and that is taken by the Mustangs at their own 41, and so they'll have good field position there as Carson Hinn recovers that kick. And so the Mustangs will have it at their own 41.
Are in good field position at their own 42-yard line.
So Chase County returns the favor on the good field position on the opening drive of the third quarter. See if the Mustangs can do something with it. And now whistles, stop play. And they'll get the tee off of the field. One of the young managers for Chase County ran out and picked up the kicking tee, and now we're ready to go. The Mustangs, 2 tight ends this time. Campbell comes in motion to the top of the eye. They'll give it to Campbell straight up the middle. He's got the 45 and tripped up. He had some room that time, but he is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. He got about 6 yards on the play, but we'll have to see what this penalty flag is about. It is a holding call on the Mustangs, and that will cost them 10 yards. It'll actually only end up costing them about, it'll cost them about 4 when it's all said and done. It's a spot marked off from the spot of the foul, so it'll end up being about first down and call it 13 or 14 to go. They set the ball back at the Mustang 38-yard line. 8:14 to go. After the holding penalty, it'll be first down and 14. So the Mustangs had a good gain on first down. Sean Combs brings the play in. Sam Hood heads to the sideline. The Mustangs go big as well here. First down and 14, and now a false start, and the Mustangs are in reverse. They'd played very, very well. That's Cade Fisher that time with the false start. So Mustangs started with really good field position to start this third quarter, and now it's going to be first down and about 20. And as hard as it's been for the Mustangs to move the football in this game, they can't afford to have penalty yardage that makes it that much harder. Play comes in from the sideline. Mustangs quickly to the line. Bragg, the fullback, Talon Pieper to the right side. Pass play, that's tipped at the line and incomplete. They had Combs, but he couldn't get the football to him. It was tipped at the line. It'll bring up second down and about 20. A good defensive play that time by Chase County.
That'll bring up a second down.
So second down and 20 for the Mustangs. Ball at their 33-yard line. Out of the pistol, trips to the right side. Belsky drops back, looks. Another penalty flag comes down. Belsky's going to run with it. He's going to be out across the 50. He would have first down yardage, but another penalty flag. Now it's a great run by Belsky, but it's another holding call on the Mustangs, and this is going to hurt. That'll be second down and 30 by the time they get done marking this one off. No, a great scramble that time, but called back because of the penalty. 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 3 penalties on this opening drive for the Mustangs, and they're going to snap the football from their own 15-yard line. And the problem now is don't get greedy and throw an interception and give the football back to Chase County in great field position here. They're already going to have good enough on what one would assume is a punt if they can't convert. Toss play to Pieper to the left side. He's got some blockers out there. He's across the 25, 30, 35-yard line. Good play that time. That gets a big chunk of it back. They'll mark him at the 34, so a nice play that time to Talon Pieper. So the Mustangs get a bundle that time, and it'll still be third down and just inside of 20 to go. They need the 48-yard line of Chase County. The ball is at their own 34, so call it third down and 19. Trips to the right side. Combs, Campbell, and Talon Pieper. Out of the pistol, Belsky to Combs. He's at the 35, gets a block at the 40, but he is brought down at about the 43-yard line. That'll still bring up third down or fourth down and 10, but the Mustangs are able to get a whole bunch of field position back, and you got to count that as a moral victory. They're going to be able to punt this football away and bottle the Chase County Longhorns up deep in their own end, one would hope, with a good punt. Morgan Holbert's done an outstanding job of kicking the football tonight. And are the Mustangs going to go for it here? It looks like they are. Mustangs are going to line up on fourth down and about 8. Talon Pieper comes in motion. They snap the football, toss play. They're going to try to run the reverse. Reeves fumbles the football, and Chase County back in business. Mustangs with a huge gamble that time, and now Chase County with the football at the Mustang 35.
Bryson Fisher there to turn the ball carrier in.
6:23 to go.
Longhorns take over in excellent field position.
So Chase County with a golden opportunity here. 6:23 left to go in the third quarter. They've got the football at their own, or at the Mustang, just outside the Mustang 35-yard line. The Mustang defense going to have to get it done here. Man in motion. And there's a run play by Wallen, breaks free at the 20, 15-10, and he is brought down at the 5-yard line. First and goal, Chase County at the 5-yard line.
He's tackled by Campbell and Combs.
And so they've got it at point-blank range now. 6:15 left to go, third quarter. First and goal from the 5. They gave Wallen room to run around the left side. Chase County set up in good shape here. Wheeler splits out wide to the right. They give it up the middle, nothing there. The Mustangs stack him up. I think that was Fisher on the carry.
Evan Fisher on the carry.
5:45 to go, third quarter.
Looks like we might have
Mustangs
lost
trail
a
7-0.
on that play.
They're going to say he lost about 2 yards on the play.
That'll bring
The
up
Mustangs,
second goal now from about the
if they can
7-yard
hold them
line.
out here, that would be huge. Second and goal from the 7. Turn the give is to Fisher off the right side. Mustangs are there. That's Sam Hood who got to him first, held on for dear life, waiting for reinforcements. They'll pick up about 1.5 yards on the play. It'll be third down and goal from just outside the 5-yard line. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. The Mustang defense has played really well tonight. They need a big stand here. Third and goal. Fisher the deep back. Wallen comes in motion. The give is to Fisher, left side, stacked up and brought down short. They'll be brought down at about the 3, so it'll be fourth and goal from the 3-yard line.
Sam Hood making the tackle again.
So the Mustang defense is standing tall at the goal line. Chase County trying to decide what they're going to do. I think they're going to go for it here. And they are. Chase County will go for it. The difficulty that the Mustangs have had moving the football, even if they don't get it, they've got them bottled up inside their own 5. Fourth and goal. Turn. The give is to Fisher. The Mustangs are on him, and they're going to stop him short. Stand by the Mustangs. First and goal from the 5, and they hold them. But the Mustangs now have it first down at their own 2-yard line. It might even be at the 1. Can't see exactly where they've got this thing spotted. I think they've got it out at about the 2. 3:51 left to go in this third quarter, and the Mustangs now have a lot of green in front of them as they've got it at their own 2. Belsky under center. Give it to, I think that was Bragg on the carry. Straight ahead for not a whole lot. He might have got a yard.
Ball carried by Bragg.
And now we've got a timeout called by the officials. We've got a Chase County player down. And looks like maybe it's a cramp. Chase County player down.
Eli Hinojosa with an apparent cramp.
And he'll get to his feet and work his way towards the sideline. 3:34 left to go in the third quarter. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company. They offer all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon.
The ball game. It's 2nd and 10.
So second down. They say no gain on that play. 2nd and 10 Mustangs from their own 2. Talon Pieper comes in motion. They give it to him, comes around the left side. He's got a block. He's outside the 10, the 15, the 20. Runs over top of a man, and he's out to the 26-yard line. Good run that time by Talon Pieper.
Talon Pieper. Caleb Weiss making the
So
tackle.
that gets the Mustangs out of a deep hole, gives them some room to work. They'll have it 1st and 10. Ball between the 26 and 27-yard line. 3:11 to go, third quarter. Campbell comes in motion. They give it off to Bragg right up the middle, spins out of one tackle, breaks another one, 35, and finally down at the 39-yard line. A good run that time by Tommy Bragg. Broke 2 tackles, and that'll move the sticks again for the Mustangs. So 1st and 10 Mustangs from the 39-yard line. And those 2 plays just about equal their entire offensive output for the first half. 2:53 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from their 39. Combs wide out to the near side. Pieper comes in motion. Toss play to Pieper. He's got a couple of blockers being chased from behind. Slips out of one tackle and falls ahead for a gain of about 4.
Talon Pieper on the carry.
That was
he's caught from behind.
big old number 77.
A gain of 4.
Eli Hinojosa tracked him down from the backside and made the tackle. So 2nd down and 6 Mustangs. 2:18 to go, third quarter. Mustangs trail 7-0 after the big goal line stand. Campbell comes in motion. They give it to him around the right side, and Chase County's ready for that one. They're going to probably lose a couple of yards on the play. They're going to say that there's a fumble.
Dakota Walling making the first hit.
They're going to say that he fumbled it, and it is 1st and 10 Chase County. So Chase County takes over on the Mustang 39 with 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. So we'll see if the defense can do it again. 2nd turnover of the night for Gordon-Rushville. And that's an unfortunate one. They had something going offensively. So Chase County takes over from the Mustang 39. Fisher comes in motion out of the backfield. Running play for the quarterback, stacked up and brought down for a loss on the play. A loss of about 3 that time. That was wise, and the Mustangs were having none of that.
Loss of about 3 on the play.
So 2nd down and 13. Chase County tried to outnumber the Mustangs with the strong side, put Fisher in motion to block, but good penetration out there by the Mustangs, and they shut that one down for a 3-yard loss. 2nd down and 13, under a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Wise rolls to his left, looks downfield, throws a pass down there, and that's not even close. Overthrew Wheeler badly, and it'll be 3rd down and 13 with 1:13 to go in the third quarter.
That'll bring up a 3rd
So
down.
hats off to the Mustang defense tonight. They have really looked good. But they trail 7-0. So big third down here. Third down and 13 from the Mustang 42-yard line. Chase County needs inside the 30 of the Mustangs. Wise rolls to his right. Throws it down there. He's got a man, and it is caught and then taken away. Holy cow. Great play by the Mustang defender. That's Jared Nelson. And there's a flag on top of it. Jared Nelson took that football away from the Chase County receiver and then got cheap shotted as he was pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
After the catch.
Chase County had it first and goal inside the 10, and Jared Nelson just wrestled that football away.
Down the left sideline, and there was a flag as he went out of bounds.
So the officials are going to talk this over, but Jared Nelson was decleated over there on the sideline, and that's when the flag came in. This will be a personal foul on Chase County. So that'll put 15 yards onto the end of the play, and then an unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. Those will offset, so they'll mark off the personal foul. So I don't know what was said over on the sideline after that happened. Coach Haig coming out onto the field to talk it over with the officials. It'll be a 15-yard net gain in favor of the Mustangs when all is said and done. But I am sure that words were exchanged after Nelson was treated rudely over there on the sideline. But the Mustangs dodge a huge bullet there. After the turnover, they get one back. The Mustangs will, now the officials are going to talk this over. And now they'll mark this off.
And then a late hit. Okay, here we go.
So the Mustangs have it. 1st and 10 in Chase County territory. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line, and the Mustangs have got to do something with it here. 59 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And now momentum trying to swing back the Mustangs' direction. Officials still trying to explain this to the Chase County officials. So to walk you back through that, pass was complete to number 84. That's Cody Williams. Jared Nelson wrestled the football away from him inside the 10-yard line and returned it back to the Mustang 40, where he was hit out of bounds, which drew a personal foul penalty, and then we had offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on both teams. Now those offset, and so the personal foul penalty marked off against Chase County, and the Mustangs now have it 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line at Chase County. They trail 7-0 with 59 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Everything's sorted out, everyone ready to go. Mustangs have it 1st and 10. Campbell comes in motion. They give it off to Bragg right up the middle. He's across the 40. That's a gain of about 6 or 7 yards. Good first down yardage that time for the Mustangs. And now they're starting to find some room to run with that fullback up the middle. So the Mustangs ahead of the chains now. 2nd down and 4. Clock under 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Well, this has been an outstanding game. Glad to have all of you along with us tonight. Reeves split out wide to the near side. The turn, the give is to Pieper going around the left side. He's across the 40, across the 35. He's got a first down at the 33-yard line. Move the sticks again for the Mustangs with 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. So we've had some pretty big momentum swings in this third quarter, and now Old Mo is standing over there wearing white for a little while.
Another Mustang first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. This is the Mustangs' deepest foray into the Chase County territory, and on cue, now we've got a false start penalty on the Mustangs that'll cost them 5 yards.
Procedure penalty.
So very few penalties in that first half, but the second half has not been near as cleanly played as the first. Morgan Holbert heads to the sideline. Bragg is the fullback. Pieper and Campbell the wings. Belsky wants to throw. Looks left side, throws it out there. Pass is there. Penalty flag comes down as that was number 84. Cody Williams was all over Jared Nelson before that pass got there. And so that'll give the Mustangs another first down.
Pass intended for Nelson.
Now the Mustangs are in good shape here. Pass interference. They're going to say.
Okay, the pass was completed.
They're going to say the pass was completed. I didn't realize he caught the football. They declined the interference penalty. The pass is complete inside the 10. Mustangs will have it first and goal. That's the end of the third quarter. Chase County 7 and the Mustangs 0. We head to the fourth.
Right after tonight's game.
Summer is still here. Make the most of it with this brand new 2017 Ford Mustang convertible at Sides of Milburn Ford in Rushville. This Mustang features the EcoBoost Premium Package with leather interior and My Ford Touch. Come to Sides of Milburn Ford on Highway 20 in Rushville to take a look at this great car. Call Chris or Jared at 308-327-2472 or visit sidesofmilburn.com. Sides of Milburn is proud to sponsor the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs.
High school lobby at the completion.
So we get ready to start the fourth quarter. 7-0 Chase County, but the Mustangs have got the football knocking on the door. Their best field position of the night. They've got it first and goal from the 8-yard line, and that was an unbelievable catch by Jared Nelson. Didn't catch a replay on it because I thought it was incomplete. Obviously it was pass interference, but a great catch by Jared Nelson sets the Mustangs up first and goal, and you got to know that the Mustangs are going to take 4 cracks at it from here. They do not kick field goals. Campbell comes in motion to the top of the eye. They fake the toss. They try the counter play to Holbert, and that's going nowhere. They're going to lose a couple of yards back to about the 10-yard line. The Longhorns were all over that one. The Holbert and Hood head out. Pieper
That'll bring up a second
into the game.
down.
Combs also into the game at a wide receiver spot. Out wide to the right. Campbell comes in motion. They give it to Corby. Cuts inside the 10, and he is upended at about the 7-yard line. So short gain there. It'll be third down and goal. Third and goal from the 7.
Dakota Walleen making the stop. Third and goal. Ball at the
So third and goal Mustangs.
7-yard line.
11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. This is by far the Mustangs' best opportunity of the game. They need to take advantage of it. Bragg is the fullback. Campbell to the left. Drops back to pass, looks, throws the pass out there. It is complete to Nelson, and he is out of bounds inside the 5, down at about the 3-yard line. So it'll be fourth and goal from the 3. Nelson gets up a little gingerly.
Cody Williams making the
So it'll be fourth and goal.
tackle on the sideline, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Fourth and goal from the 2. The Mustangs 2 yards away, trying to get it into the end zone and tie this one up at 7. The Chase County faithful starting to make some noise down below us. Campbell, the left wing. Bragg, the fullback. Pieper comes in motion. Toss play, Pieper trying to come left, and that is a big loss on the play. Shut down all the way back at the 7-yard line. 5-yard loss on the play. And so Chase County holds. Chase County takes over at their own 7-yard line with 10:38 left to go in the game. So that's a big defensive stop.
Deep in their own territory.
Obviously, that goes without saying. That was a huge stop for Chase County. Preserves their 7-point lead. But now the Mustang defense ready to go back to work. After that first drive of the second half, they've played much better. And Chase County comes back out in that power look again. Turn, the give is to Wallen, straight up the middle. That's good for about 3 yards. Second down and 7. Well, what a game. The Mustangs have acquitted themselves well. They have turned into a very, very good football team. They are really playing well tonight. And regardless of how this one comes out, they have played extremely well. This is a good football team that they're competing against here tonight. 10 minutes left to go, fourth quarter. Wise says something to his fullback there, Wallene. Turn, the give is to Fisher, and he plows forward out to about the 15, and he'll be about 4 yards short of the first down. And so it'll bring up third down and about 3 yards to go. Well, call it 4. Third down and 4. They need the 19-yard line for a first down. 9:25 to go in the fourth quarter. One wide receiver split out wide to the left side. Man in motion, that's Wheeler. Give it to the fullback straight ahead, and he's going to have the first down and a whole bunch more. Breaks a couple of tackles, dragging Mustang tacklers with him all the way out to the 45. So that gets the Chase County Longhorns back in business. They've got the football at their own 45, a fresh set of downs with 9:02 to go in the fourth quarter.
Bring Wallene down.
So the Mustangs have been tantalizingly close here in this fourth quarter. Couldn't convert on the 4th and goal from the 2, and then almost thought they were going to get the football back, but give up the long run on third down. And now they give it off on the end around. The Mustangs are ready for that one. And that's going to be a loss of about a half a yard on the play.
Sam Hood making another tackle.
As that was Evan Fisher
Loss of 1.
on the end around attempt that time. Second down and 11, 8:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Wallen takes the handoff right straight up the middle, and he'll take that ahead for about 3 yards. It'll bring up third down and 7. So the Mustangs with another chance to get the football back here.
Getting help from Hood.
Third down and 7, ball at the 48-yard line of Chase County.
3 bring up 3rd and 7.
7 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Mustangs quickly adjust on defense. Option play left side. Fisher has it, cuts it up inside, stacked up, and he's going to make enough men miss and drags a couple of tacklers for the first down. The Mustangs had him out there, but they couldn't bring him down.
To the Mustang 41 for Longhorn.
And so another first down, 2 third down conversions on this drive for Chase County. And a fresh set of downs with 7:13 to go in the game. And it won't be long. That clock is going to start to become a factor. Mustangs have got to get a stop here from their 41-yard line. Wheeler comes in motion. They give it up to Wallen straight ahead. Short gain on the play, second down and 9.
On the carry.
So Chase County just
Tackled
hammering between the
by
tackles on the Mustangs,
Jarrett Pieper,
trying to punish them inside
gain of 2.
and bleed
Brings up
that
the
clock
second and
down. Well, we've certainly had our money's worth this evening, and the Mustangs have done as much as they can hope. They're in the football game in the fourth quarter, a one-score game still at this point, 2nd down and 8. Fisher motions out. Bootleg, they're going to try and throw it down the middle and wide open. That's a touchdown. A busted coverage by the Mustangs that time, and that makes that mountain just a little bit taller. Cody Williams pulls in the touchdown pass with 6:07 to go in the fourth quarter, and that makes it 13-0. So they'll line it up for the extra point. And it's a 2-score ball game now with 6:07 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Garrett Taylor in to attempt the extra point.
The kick is up, and it is good, and it is a 14-0 ball game with 6:07 left to go in the fourth quarter. So that was an outstanding drive by Chase County. They converted on 2 third and longs that time, and then the long touchdown pass to put it in the end zone. So the Chase County offense got it done when they needed to on that drive. And now the Mustangs, with precious little time to work, down 2 touchdowns with 6:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Regardless of the outcome of this game, the Mustangs can take an awful lot away from this football game.
35-8 in the fourth quarter.
Ogallala leads Chadron 35-8 in the fourth quarter. Mustangs get ready to take on the Chadron Cardinals next week. The Mustangs got a pretty good gauge of where they're at as a team after tonight. They have stood toe-to-toe with these Chase County Longhorns and given them every bit that they could handle. The moral victories aren't always very much fun, but the Mustangs have looked very good tonight. They have really been competitive. So they'll line it up and get ready to kick it away. A bouncing kick, going to be fielded and then not fielded well at the 20. This is Jared Nelson. Now he's going to give up some ground, and now he's tries to give up some more ground, breaks a tackle, and he'll finally be brought down at the 19-yard line. Mishandled that kickoff, and that really doomed that return. So the Mustangs take over 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line.
Making that tackle on the kickoff.
So 5:57 left to go, fourth quarter. The Mustangs, not a quick strike offense. They're going to have to try and figure something out here and do it in a hurry. Belsky under center. Holbert comes in motion. Belsky boots to the right. Throws the pass, tried to get it to Tommy Bragg, but beyond his fingertips and incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Incomplete. And that'll bring up a 2nd down for the Mustangs.
Well, the Mustangs have, over the last several games, thrown the football effectively, but they haven't been in a situation like this where the opposing team knows that that's what they've got to do. They've done a good job of working off of the play action to get those passing yards. So 2nd down and 10. Pass play to complete to Combs. Combs is across the 30 and brought down at the 34-yard line. That's a Mustang 1st down. Stop the clock to move the chains. 1st and 10 Mustangs. 5:45 to go, fourth quarter. Mustangs need to work quickly. Holbert brings the play in. Nelson heads to the sideline.
Cody Williams
Clock winds.
A gain of 14 on that play for the Mustangs will give them a.
So Combs splits out wide to the near side.
Line.
Belsky under center. Takes the snap, looks left side for Combs, nearly intercepted. Combs had to reach out and get a hand on that. Otherwise, Wheeler was going to haul that in for the interception.
Bring up a 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs, 5:27 to go, 4th quarter. Oh, I realize I didn't update the, I haven't had the score updated for quite a long time. It's 14-0, I apologize. 5:27 to go, 4th quarter. 2nd down and 10. Belsky drops straight back. Sends one down the right side, complete for a 1st down. That is Hood with the reception, and that'll move the chains again across the 45 out to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Nice strike thrown that time by Belsky, and Hood hauled it in for the 1st down. 5:20 to go. Mustangs quickly out of the huddle. Hood now split to the near side. Logan Belsky looks, pump fakes. Now he's going to pull it down and run with it. He's across the 50 and down to the 49-yard line. That's a gain of about 5 yards on 1st down. So Mustangs have got to work quickly. They've still got all 3 timeouts, but we're under 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
Jack Barley also in there to help. That was Jack Barley.
Nelson wide to the right, Hood wide to the left. Bragg is the fullback. Belsky drops straight back, throws it, and that is intercepted. He overthrew Nelson, and coming back the other way, Chase County inside the 30 and knocked out of bounds there at the 29-yard line, and that will pretty well seal it.
And that was Mr. Parker Dillon with the interception.
Intercepted by number 24, that's Parker Dillon. 4:20 to go in the 4th quarter, and the Mustangs with their 3rd turnover of the game gives the ball to Chase County on the Mustang 20. They spot it right at the 30-yard line with 4:20 left in the 4th quarter. So the Mustangs can probably expect a heavy dose of the fullback. Turn, the give is to Wallen, straight ahead. He's got 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4. I'll call it 2nd and 5. But the clock runs as we work our way under 4 minutes left to go in the game. So Chase County is going to come out of this with a hard-fought victory. Turn, the give is to Fisher this time. He blasts ahead for about 4. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Tackled by Sam Hood.
3:35 to go in the 4th quarter.
And that's up very close.
So 3rd down and inches.
That'll bring up a 3rd down for the Longhorns. Ball just outside the 20-yard line.
Chase County taking their time. They're going to use as much clock as they possibly can. Under 3:15 to go. Turn, the give is to Fisher, and he'll have the 1st down inside the 20. Gang tackled down at the 17-yard line, but it will move the chains. And a fresh set of downs for Chase County at the Mustang 17. Clock stops at 3:06.
The tackle made by Zane Hamilton.
And now they'll wind the clock.
The Longhorns down to the 17-yard line of the Mustangs.
So Wheeler brings the play in from the sideline. Well, nothing to be ashamed of for these Mustangs here. They played an absolutely brilliant game on defense. The give is to Wallen. He's stacked up after a gain of about 3 yards. Oh, 2nd down and 7, under 2.5 to go.
Gain of 4.
So the Mustangs had some opportunities, just couldn't quite convert. And so we've got it 2nd down and 7. Chase County going to wait until the official starts the 5-second count. There he goes. The give to the fullback straight ahead inside the 10. It'll be 3rd down and 1 as we're under 2 minutes to go in the game.
Tackle made by Jarrett Pieper.
So we wish the volleyball team good luck tomorrow in Deadwood at the tournament up there. Look forward to seeing them on Monday night. We'll be broadcasting from Hay Springs, and then again on Thursday. Mustang volleyball travels to Bennett County, and then next Friday the rivalry game at Crawford. We'll have it for you here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. 3rd down and 1. Fumble on the play, and who's got it?
Fumbled.
They'll unstack them.
And recovered by the Mustangs.
And the Mustangs recover the fumble. Of 1:13 to go, it would be extremely improbable, but there is a chance. Mustangs take over at the 9-yard line with 1:13 left to go in the 4th quarter. And there's always hope. So the Mustangs will see what they can do on offense. They'll throw that pass. It's batted down at the line. Big old Hinojosa knocks that one down. It'll be 2nd down and 10. The good news is it only took 2 seconds off the clock. Mustangs will have it 2nd down and 10. But they're 91 yards away from the end zone, and they trail 14-0 with 1 minute and 11 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. So 3 deep safeties for Chase County, and now we've got a false start.
A whistle stops play.
Oh, a delay of game. The Mustangs with the delay of game penalty.
That will back them up 5.
So that'll move the football back to the 5-yard line. So Belsky drops back, moves to his right, throws it out there to the right, and that's over the head of Talon Pieper. Had him out at about the 20-yard line, but well overthrown. It'll be 3rd down.
Pieper incomplete.
So 3rd down and 15. They need to cross the 20-yard line for a 1st down. 1:04 to go in the 4th quarter. One of our bigger viewing audiences of the year. I'm glad to have you along with us. You have seen a great football game. Probably not going to come out quite the way the Mustangs had hoped as Belsky rolls to his right, throws that pass complete to Jared Nelson across the 20 and out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. 1st down Mustangs at their own 21, but 56 seconds is all that's left on the clock.
Bryson Fisher making the tackle. A gain of 16.
Well, the Mustangs know they can play with anybody in the district. That's the takeaway from tonight. They needed a couple of bounces to go their way. Didn't get it tonight. And we got a timeout called by Chase County with 56 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Say thanks to sponsors of tonight's action. The First National Bank of Gordon, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Hins Home Furnishings, Accountant Carol Child, Gardner, Lautzernheiser, and Ryan CPAs, Share Real Estate, Gordon Chiropractic, the Bank of the West, the Gordon Vision Center, Hins Clothing, Grocery Mart, Essence, Sides and Milburn Ford, Modern Farm Equipment, and the Sheridan County Journal-Star. Don't forget that Essence has the perfect thing for your active Mustang. It's called the Mustang Power Pack. Stop in or call and find out more. Essence also offers wine, flowers, gift items, and a whole lot more. See Amber at 117 North Main Street in Gordon. So the Mustangs have it 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. 56 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to that trips set. Trips to the left side. That's the wide side of the field. And out of the pistol. Belsky rolls to his left. Throws the pass complete to Corby Campbell, and he's down at the 40-yard line. That's another Mustang first down. They spot him at the 39. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10 Mustangs with 48 seconds left.
And that'll be another Mustang first down.
And we've got a timeout called by the Mustangs. That's their first of the half. 48 seconds left to go. Mustangs down 14-0. Trying to find the magic bullet to get them into the end zone. So the Gordon Memorial Hospital Foundation consignment auction is tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock at the Gordon American Legion. All the proceeds go to the Countryside Care Dining Room Project. So stop out at the Legion tomorrow morning and see what's going on out there. So the Mustangs still huddled up over there around the numbers. Now they break the huddle. And back to work, 48 seconds to go. Clint Anderson along with Clay Shields doing the camera work for us tonight, doing a great job. Trips to the right side now for Belsky out of the pistol. Takes the snap. He'll roll to his right. Under heavy pressure. Slips out of a tackle. Throws the pass down there. He's got Holbert, and it is incomplete, just out of bounds. Holbert tried to drag those feet and keep him in bounds. Couldn't get it done. It'll be second down.
Caught out of bounds. Good pressure by Brady Gitron.
Second down and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball at their own 39-yard line. Break huddle and come over the football. Combs to the near side, Hood to the far side. Belsky drops back to pass. And he is going to be sacked, and he fumbles the football. It's picked up by one of the Mustang linemen.
And that fumble picked up by
Cade Fisher with the alert scoop that time, and he brings it up and knocked out of bounds. A gain on the play of about 2, but it brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Mustangs. 31 seconds left to go. Clock stopped after Fisher was pushed out of bounds, luckily for the Mustangs. So 31 seconds to work. 3rd down and 8. Trips to the right. Nelson by himself to the left side. Boots going to be tackled and brought down again. Sacked this time. And now the clock will run under 20 seconds, and that will pretty well do it. 4th down for the Mustangs. 4th and 12, clock under 15 seconds to go. And it was a valiant effort by the Mustangs tonight. One of the better defensive efforts we have seen.
And so the Longhorns will move on to 5-1.
And so the Mustangs will try to get one more playoff. That's not going to happen. The clock runs out, and so Chase County comes out of this one victorious. They'll move to 5-1 on the season. The Mustangs fall to 4-2. Chase County sits alone at the top of the district. So thanks for joining us tonight. The Mustangs with a lot to build from off of this game tonight. They travel to Chadron for the rivalry game against the Cardinals next Friday night, and it should be a good one. The Cardinals, last we heard, were down big to the Ogallala Indians. And so both teams probably coming off of a loss next Friday. And it's always a good one when the Mustangs and the Cardinals get together. Thanks for joining us, folks, this evening. We'll see you our next broadcast on Monday night, volleyball at Hay Springs. We look forward to seeing you then. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on Monday night.